teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown! Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints, nothing. Ryan Succop to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Saints 19-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It's down and pulled. The first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season. A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Jordan providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The Saints are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On the return, it's White.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Suckup for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Saints nothing. Ryan Suckup to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Slant pass complete to Olave. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point. They'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shot here on the ground.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
14 yards there on a Buccaneer 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, 1st-round pick in 2020.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They complete it to Hill. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 2. He's going to air one out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Succop's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left standing at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That look from me there. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get this to about the 38.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 38, Brady. And this one caught downfield by Evans. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now a play fake. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Bucks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point try now for Suckup. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it,
watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That's out to the flat for Ingram.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. And they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll look to throw again. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Here's a give up the middle. Bulldozes past him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. He's got White here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Saints 7. Ryan Suckup to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Levante David.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Suckup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
And my goodness, another interception. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Suckup. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 56, Saints 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He'll look to throw. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Wants to look to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is for this. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Suckup for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
76, Saints 14. Ryan Suckup to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running him? And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense.